Hello, Unscripted, and welcome yet to another episode on my channel. I'm your girl, beautiful girl, Gladys Nyambura, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing to Unscripted. And are you unscripted, by the way? Make sure you do that so you can get a chance to watch this entire video and also be notified every time that I post videos on this channel, as well as, guess what? 197 other videos I've posted on this channel. I work so hard here, so yeah, consistency. So, I'm a very happy babe. Why? Because Christmas is here and I do love Christmas. If there's something that I would have wanted as a kid and as an adult is for every day to be Christmas. I mean, for me, the mood is just amazing. Like, that's togetherness, like the whole Christmas carols, the giftings, and everything. Clearly, you can see, I already have, my plant decorated with some Christmas decorations, and I'm so excited. I still feel like I'm a child. I still feel like the little girl and the inner child in me is so alive during Christmas. And it's a month for me to spend with friends and family. It's also like a time to be off of work. I know if there's anyone that's at work today, they probably are feeling like they should just leave or maybe resign, but again you can't afford to do that. Why? Because you still need the same job come January, and January is in, oh my god, it's in less than 2 weeks. So let's do this. So, all said and done, growing up, Christmas was such a holiday to be celebrated, and there was just so many memories from family being together, like cooking, me eating myself to a point where I was literally bloated, to waking up the following morning on what is it called, Boxing Day, to receiving my gifts and stuff like that, and continuing to eat. Let me tell you, especially the 24th of December, I'd not even find sleep. That anticipation of maybe the day before you travel. You see, that anticipation is what I'm already feeling today. I'm so excited because tomorrow is the 25th of December, Christmas, and I feel like the way I feel about Christmas is entirely based on just how much fun I used to have when I was a child on this, during the festive season. And I've always said that I want to have a Christmas tree in my house. I've had these decorations for such a long time, and so I don't know, for me, I did not meet the budget to purchase a Christmas tree, but I will have it maybe come next year. Let me tell you, funny enough, even if I got 10 G's right now to buy a Christmas tree, I would go and buy it and put it up immediately and then pull it down come February. That's just how serious I am about Christmas. I don't joke. I'd probably pull it down on Feb 13th, because the 14th is what is called the Valentine's Day, and maybe want a few flowers here and there. Yeah. Well, I'm this person that really likes to celebrate, and I'm always excited like a child. And also now after Boxing Day, I mean, the party continues. For me, it's the food. Honestly, for me, it was always the food, the family, the talks, meeting some cousins that you don't even know, haven't seen. Some have been born, some have been in school, some have been I don't know where. Meeting all these people during the Christmas holidays was amazing. Now come the 31st. 31st, it's like a whole other Christmas again. And then you have to like ginger, like go like a goat, a chicken. I'm a fan of chicken, but with time I've come to like not eat meat that much because of age. But on the 31st, same as like the celebrations are similar to Christmas. And then on that 31st, I have like the same anticipation for the New Year's. Oh my god. And now when the New Year hits, like when the following day when it's New Year's, you just like happy because it's a new year, like you're celebrating, the celebrations continue. It's just like it's I don't even know what to say. Christmas has to be like the best holiday of them all, now leading to the new year. I'm such a big fan. And let me tell you, I would like this is a tradition like I intend like passing down to like my children if I ever have children. Oh my god, like I'm ever excited for this. Now, here's what we'd like in my household. This is what we used to have for Christmas. So, as a Kenyan, unapologetic, chapati has to be there. Chapati is the trademark of Christmas. It's like the staple food of that country called Christmas. Now, chapati has to be there. If there are no chapatis, then that's not Christmas. That's what I knew. And like kitambo, when things used to be expensive, and this is so serious. Like in the past, like the cost of living, well, coming from the 90s, and there was just a lot happening, and now coming to the early 2000s, life wasn't as easy. During the reign of Moy, things weren't like as easy. And so what used to happen is, in my family, we used to eat chapatis once a year. Not like nowadays that when you find that the chapati is on the roads being rolled up and then on the pan and then you pack and go home. Nah, chapatis was such a big deal when I was growing up. Like in my household, we'd have chapatis once a year because it was such a big deal. Like chapatis were just set aside for Christmas. That's just how I remember it. And so even right now, when you tell me that you don't have chapati and it's Christmas, I mean, bro, what are you doing? I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know if it's the ushago in me. I can't even call it a ushago in me. It's just, or maybe like the uze in me. I don't know like what to say, but chapatis were a must in my household. So now, chapati, I believe chapati is for like almost everyone in the country for Christmas. Now, um, let's go back to where I come from. I'm a cook, and we are known for this meal that constitutes of chapati, like rice. It's also like made or cooked in weddings. In our weddings, let me not speak for like others because that would be wrong. In most Kikuyu weddings and like ceremonies of, I just said ceremonies, and in like our Kikuyu ceremonies, there's this delicacy called rice, and then accompanied by a stew of minji, that is peas, and then meat in there, carrots, of course, a bit of soup. I don't even know where the narrative for like 15 cups of soups comes from. I mean. And then what else would there be? And yeah, basically that. But it's called minji stew. It's called minji stew. And then now like a plate would constitute of rice, of course chapati has to be there, and then we have minji stew, and then we have cabbage. Now if that wasn't there for Christmas, let me tell you, that wasn't Christmas at all. And I see the same tradition being passed down to like even the current generation, to an extent that even on Christmas days, people still, not even Christmas, like on weddings, there are celebrations. And I mean, like, it's sort of like the easiest stew to make. And then it's so presentable because it's sort of full of colors, like the green in peas, the orange in carrots, and then the stew, the what's like the soup is more likely to be brownish because of the compositions of everything. The onions, I had to like pause the video a little because I was running out of storage. I'm using my phone to film, and so I decided to like pause it and then delete some older files that were causing the notification of low on storage pop up on my screen. And so let's assume that we are doing like a budget of 10 people for Christmas, right? So for starters, let's assume 8 people are not like are traveling to up country. So already 2 people are catered for, like there's no transportation for like the 2 people, but the 8 people remaining have to be catered for. So let's do 8 people. Let's not even like assume they're going to like consume a lot of transportation money. However, given that it's the Christmas season, and well, there's that option of like, just a moment. Okay, it's working. I was just checking on my mic whether it's working, because when the video goes off, there's a tendency of this one switching off. Now, since the fares hike during the Christmas season, and let's even assume that people are moving from Nairobi to my shags in Murang'a, let's even give them like 500. And I know 500, it's not how much these people are going to be using as transportation money. We're just being lenient. So can we do like 700? Because from nowadays it's a bit expensive. Let's do like a budget of from Nairobi to like shags. It could be like around 500, and then take into consideration that you're also going to like take another mat to my home. It's a bit far. So let's do like 1,000 to be safe. That's just the transport too. So that is going to be 8,000. These people are going to visit shags, and when you visit shags, you have to like, it's the December holiday, you have to like carry clothes with you, you have to like carry soaps, you have to like carry a bunch of shopping, and that's inclusive of food that you're going to eat during the Christmas holiday to the new year. And also you must like leave some food because of the people that you went to visit. Like they need to know that you also like care about them, and so you cannot just carry like enough food to like go and feed them just when you're around. It's just like carrying your own food and then leaving them hungry. So let's even like, for 8 people, hey, do you know how much it costs to feed 8 people? So 8 people, let me not do like a budget of 8 people, honestly. So the transportation of 8 people, each given it's a G, it's going to be 8,000. That is just 2. Let's now even assume, let's just get done with the fares. So you double these, because of coming back, that's going to be 16,000 already. So that is the fares. Number 2, we are looking at food. Let's break down food. Like the wheat flour. Let's even assume that you're going to like get a bundle of wheat flour. So that is a bundle constitutes of 12 pieces, and at the moment each piece goes for, it's the Christmas season, so it could be 200. But the other day I saw that it went for like around 160. So let's do 160. No, let's just do 100 and, yeah, let's just do 160. But that's on the lower side. So 160 times 12. 0, 2, 3, 0, 6, 1. So I'm just doing like the calculation on this page. So like a bundle is going to cost you 1,920. That's a bundle of wheat flour. Now, number 2, you have to take into consideration that you need some rice. So we are breaking down food. So that's 1. Number 2, you're going to be needing cooking oil. Cooking oil is expensive. Cooking oil, let me just be honest, you're going to need like 10 liters. 10 liters of cooking oil, taking into consideration 1 liter goes for 280 at the moment. So basically that's going to be 2,800, because since you're not purchasing it to go and sell as a retailer, they're just going to sell it to you at that price. So that is 2,800 for 10 liters of cooking oil. And then number 3, you're going to need rice. So rice, let's even assume that you're going to like buy the low quality type of rice where a kg is 160 times, let's do 10 kgs, which is not even enough. So that's going to cost you 1,600. What am I even saying? 1,600? That's 1,600. Number 4, you're breaking down food. You're going to need there's a, probably you have like a goat in shags that you can easily slaughter. However, I need you to note that if you do indeed slaughter this goat, your parents need to be compensated. They might not want to say it. They'll just like offer it to you as a gift. They're going to say tumechinja cause umekuja, but at the back of their mind, or at the back of your mind, you need to like sort of show appreciation. Let's say you're going to give your parents this money for the goat. Let's just say it's 5,000 for the goat. Hakuna kitu ya bure. So, and number 5, for the food, you're going to be needing sabuni, omo, things like that. And let's just have like a miscellaneous of about 20,000, because this is money that you're not even going to account for. 20,000. So for this 20,000, it's probably going to go to things like sabuni, maziwa in the morning, and that is assuming you don't have like a cow back home. And even if you do, you're going to be needing things like sugar, things like that. So this is not even like a good amount at the end of the day. It doesn't even make sense. And also you're going to be needing you're going to be paying people once in a while, because let's say you even have like a goat, and maybe like you need like a professional to like come and slaughter that goat. At the end of the day, that person, and these guys are normally expensive during the Christmas holidays, you're going to pay that person around like 1,000 or maybe 1,500, and that money is going to go to the, like, these guys wanakunywa tu pombe, but if it's a responsible person, they're going to make it work for them. Now on this 20,000, also keep in mind you have like your cousins who are in shags that know you've come from Nairobi, and so they expect a tip here and there. And most of them, even if you give them like 50 shillings or maybe like 100, 200, you're not going to give a child 50 shillings and give their uncle 50 shillings. Chances are you're going to give the uncles 500. And these people who itana, when they hear that you've given these ones G500, they don't have higher, they come and tell you atamimi. But now, since you're the person from Nairobi, you're just going to like give them money, as in you're just going to like show up for them. It's only normal, it's only natural for you to do that, no judgment at all. I wouldn't judge, to be honest, because being on the same shoes not once. So, and it will come to you as a surprise, but you'll find that most cousins, most of the uncles, like not even your uncles, let alone your uncles, neighbors, shamelessly wanakuja and they tell you, do this, get this for me. Now, hey, this 20,000, I feel like increasing it to 30 because you've not even bought Muratina. You've not even put up those those hemas for Christmas. You've not gone to your local and they've told you like chafua meza, like for everyone na 60-60, like there's just a lot of celebrations that go on in shags that people are not willing to talk about, and they cost you a lot of money. Let's just put this miscellaneous amount of money to be 30k, because at this point I don't even see how it's possible to do like 20,000 given the prices of things at the moment. Now, when you go to shags, they're like, oh my god, why is this miscellaneous at 30k, by the way? Because when you go to shags, they're always like unfinished projects, and since you come from Nairobi, all of you will have to like contribute towards the same. I want you to keep in mind that these, like whatever I'm doing here, it's just for like a family of 10 people and 8 of them are coming from Nairobi. Keep in mind, okay, God willing, or maybe God forbid, one of you does not have a job, means that you're going to like cater for their expenses. So I'm just putting this amount of money here. I know it's not what it is, but it's just like a rough idea of how much you might as well spend in shags. Now, I know, let's just like sum up everything. So tulianza na 16,000 for transportation, and then let's do 30,000 for miscellaneous, that is 46,000, and then 1920 was for what is it, was it rice or something? 16, no, 12, this was 1920 was for unga ya ngano, so 0 to 947, and then 2800, 0 to 7, 0, that is already 50,700, and then 1600 is for rice, 0 to 3, 52, 330, and then the goats 5,000, 0 to 3, 7, 5, like we're already at 57,320. We're already at 57,320, and this is money you're spending for like less than 2 weeks while in shags, and you're just like 10 of you. And I'm just trying to say that this is on the lower end. This is not, this, like, you're not going to splash. This is on the lower end. You're just going to like stay chilled, pay under expenses here and there, and this is 57,000. I've not even gotten to the point where before you leave shags, you must give your parents kakitu. I've not gotten to that point. Have I also told you that you need to pay your rent for January, February? No, let's even say January. You need to pay your rent for January. Let's even say your rent is like 10 Gs. I'm not even going to do it on the higher side. Let's even say your rent is 10 Gs. That is already 67,320. Na bado hujapatia your mom kakitu for her pocket, and your dad kakitu for his pocket and to buy things and here, so he can be like he can seem to be like a man in the house. Of course you have to like, of course for some reason the mom gets more, but also depends on how close you are with your parents, like which parent you are close with. Now, you've not even put into consideration the fact that you have to put back your kids in school. Na hawa watoto, they grow like crazy. They need new shoes, they need new books, they need new almost everything, like new stationery, and they need school fees. Acha kwanza, if they're actually joining like Form 1 or like changing schools, you might as well go crazy, because you might end up spending over, on the lower side again, you might end up spending over 20 Gs on a single child to just take them to school. And this is like a public school. I'm not even at gotten to the point of a private school. So, like, for starters, like with this budget of Zakayo, like with this government of Zakayo, where are we even getting this amount of money? Like, hii pesa yote, where are we getting it from? Have you forgotten that you also need to go to work, and you probably need to fuel your car? And since you know, I don't even think that you need to fuel your car anyway, but let's even say that you need to fuel your car. Have you taken into consideration that you need money to do that? You also need money to like sort of maybe upgrade your wardrobe for the new year, for food as you go to work. It could make sense probably maybe if you took an advance from work, but it's also going to catch up with you for the rest of the year. So now let's go back to, this is already like a lot. Like, I mean, like for this holiday you might end up spending more than, and this is on the lower end, 100k. This is on the lower end. I'm just trying to say. Sasa, I was just sitting and thought to myself, okay, what's the whole hassle of going to Shags if I cannot afford to do that? As it stands, well, for the better part of this year, I haven't been lucky to like get employment. Well, I've had like a few contracts here and there, but not long term. But I haven't been lucky to get like a job. I've like, thank God to like the, what can I say, like the good people in my life, and also thank God to like the skills that I had acquired in the past, and also as well during the year. That's what has made me survive the year 2024. A little work here and there from generous people, the skills that I've managed to acquire with time, that has helped me survive the year 2024. And then towards the end, just the other day, like I did this video, I'm going to like put it here. I did this video and I was just explaining how I was in a tough situation because I did like, my rent was past the due date and I did not know what to do. I did not like have cash. It's not as if I'm a bad spender. It's not as if I don't have money invested. It's not that I don't have money invested, but it's just that the maturity date for these investments are yet to come. And I was sort of angry with myself and God. But again, I was like, okay, you know, there's this saying that goes, sacrificing your pleasures right now for a good future is not a bad thing. Basically, that's not the quote, but you get the gist of it. Like, sacrificing your pleasures for now, for the future, for like a better future, is not it's not a punishment. And this is what I was sort of encouraging myself with, but you know, with time doesn't obviously make sense. And so I looked into my life and I went like, okay, what have I been doing this entire year? What is it that I've achieved? is there something that I'm really, really proud of? Of course, I'm proud of so many things. For starters, I've okay, well, I don't know how to say this, but most of the things that I wanted to achieve on this year are actually underway. They are unfinished projects. That's all I can say. So for me to have aimed at something and not finished it is a pat on the shoulder for me, because at least I attempted and it's underway. So for me, that's a plus. I've also made my connection with God stronger. My faith has strengthened. As I was doing the video, this the same exact video, I no 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 ouch, oh god. As I was doing this video, then it's a mini video. I said that my faith in God and how I view God has totally changed. And I said that I was, oh my god, it's as if I was giving God ultimatums. And I keep asking myself the same question. I kept giving God ultimatums. Has He ever given me an ultimatum? I don't think so. And so I've come to learn and understand myself. It's as if it's a work in progress. It's a project that's still ongoing, and that is one thing that I'm really, really proud of with myself. There's not much to it, but I'm just very proud of who I've come to be. I've also I also met someone that changed my life, and they changed how I think completely. And this person, it's have you ever met a person that have you ever met a person whose aura wants you to become like them, or maybe wants you to be a better person? So I met a person like that this year, and there's just sort of full of energy, and it's good energy, and I just wanted to be associated with this person, only that circumstances could not allow us to be sort of friends for longer, and I totally understood that. So I met this person and they changed how I think completely. If you had met me years ago, due to my circumstances back then, I was sort of full of negative energy, and that's because of how much power I used to give people. I used to give people so much power to an extent their actions would actually hurt me. And I noticed that some of the people in my life actually knew what they were doing. It shocked me so much when I came to a realization that most of the people knew exactly what they were doing, and they would do things intentionally to just sort of hurt me. And so when I met this person, and when someone does something to you and they want you to hurt, it means that that person is a toxic person. Because I'd never want to put someone in that situation. I'd never want someone to hurt because of me. Have you ever realized that I don't like to toot my horn, but sometimes before I really, really do think critically before taking an action. I take into consideration people's feelings, and that's why I always end up being with people that wait. So when I end up with people that don't actually take other people's feelings into consideration, they end up feeling as if I'm extremely emotional. Of course I am emotional, but that's not the right word for it. When you take people's feelings into consideration, being emotional is not the word for it. Let me just put this mic in a better place so you can hear me better. So where was I? So like when I met this person, like one of the things that I feel so proud of when I met this person, he really changed my life because of how he was thinking, and then he also like showed me how to like sort of I've said severally that I'm very big on affirmations, and he also like taught me how to like sort of affirm people. And this is something that he doesn't even know he influenced me to do. He like taught me how to like affirm people, how to be generous, how to be kind, how to be unbothered, how to be unattached, how to be how to concentrate on things that matter and concentrate on things and stop concentrating on things that don't matter. Now, that said, you see, like sometimes you could say things and then you just assume that people really actually understand. For example, everything that if you're like in your early 20s, everything that you're learning right now might not make sense. But one thing I would say is just keep that in mind. Keep them in your heart, keep them in your mind. As long as someone is telling you, if I tell you this, it's going to help you in the future. If they indeed tell you that, ouch, I don't know what's choking me. If they indeed tell you that, just take that seriously, because all these things that you learn in your early 20s come to make sense in your late 20s. And that's exactly what's happening to me right now, and I couldn't be happier. And so all things that all like I'm this person who was like always sort of filled with positive energy, positivity, a go-getter type of girl. And then at some point you meet some people that aren't the same, and they sort of influence you in a different direction, and then you become like them because you're giving them so much power in your life. To an extent, you lose yourself completely. So if there's one thing that maybe I would like for you to take home as we are ending the year 2024, I would like you to affirm yourself. Affirm yourself every moment you get. Affirm yourself every morning. Affirm yourself every night. And here's the trick. If you feel like you're not worth it, or if you feel like you're lowly, or if you feel some type of way about yourself, if you feel like there's a better person than you in your life, or if you feel like your life is going in a direction that you don't want it to go, if you feel like you're full of negative energy and you need that change, here's a trick. Before you go to bed, I want you to do something for me. I want you to fill your mind with positive thoughts. Just when you're about to like get on your bed, like I want you to if you're feeling like there's something wrong in your life, and I just need you, before you go to bed, I need you to fill yourself with positive thoughts. Fill yourself with thoughts of like, here's what I do. Before I climb on my bed, I always tell myself, I am beautiful, I am lovely, I'm courageous, I'm victorious, I will get that money, I will secure that bag, I will get that good job, I will do this and this. Just fill your heart with positive thoughts. Sometimes if you need like material to like encourage you to think like that, take that leap of faith and get the material. And another thing maybe I would like you to avoid is going to bed with your electronic devices. Just see the same way that you leave your TV in your sitting room and you don't carry it to your bed. Do the same with your phone. However, if you need the alarm, use your phone, but do not use it while on your bed. Like the rules of feng shui. You see, like those rules of feng shui, observe them. Observe those rules of feng shui, and they're going to like sort of change your life. So get on your bed. When you get on your bed, I learned this from someone, and it was at a time that I wasn't finding sleep, and they would like sort of encourage me and tell me, take your right hand, place your palm on your heart, and whatever it is that you need, say it. If you need to feel beautiful, tap on your heart and say, I am beautiful. And like this person used to like also like encourage me when I couldn't find sleep. They used to tell me, maybe, and that's like about 3 a.m. They used to, and let's say maybe like I've even like I went to bed like around 11 in the evening, in the night, and then up until 3 a.m. I still could not find sleep. They used to tell me, take your palm, put it on your heart, just above your heart, and if you, whatever it is that you need to recite, if it's the Hail Marys, repeat that. And the more you do that, the more you continue saying that, the more you find sleep. And in the morning when you wake up, you will be in a good mood. Like it's like resetting your mind, it's like resetting your brain, it's like resetting your thoughts. And that worked for me. So every night before I get on my bed, before I climb my bed, I always have something that I want to do. If there's something that you want to achieve and you're like sort of confused about it, sorry, if let's say tomorrow, like at work, if you work like in sales or like in recovery, if you work and maybe you have like a specific target, let's say you work in sales and you're targeting like 200K tomorrow, and in your heart you know so well that you can do that, but you're panicking, like you have second thoughts, you're doubting yourself, simply take your right palm, put it on your chest, and say the things that will enable you to hit that sale. Say, I'm going to hit sales of 200K. I'm going to hit sales of 200K. I'm going to hit sales of 200K. And the more you say it, you're saying it with your heart, in your heart, but in your mind, it keeps on reminding you the kind of a person that you are and why you are going to hit the sales of 200K. I'm going to hit 200K. That is registered in my heart. And in my mind, I'm like, because I'm beautiful, because I can do this, because I'm courageous, because I have all the skills, because I have the technique, because I'm this person that cares for the customers, because I'm aware of my tools, because I'm aware of my product. Here, as you're tapping here in your heart, it's saying you're going to hit 100K of sales, and in your heart, in your mind, it's registering because you have the best dress code, because people love you, because you have the best customer service. It works magic for me, and that's how I've been able to like to do like a video for my channel every other, especially this year. That's how I've managed to like sort of keep posting on this channel, because I'm very much willing to like do the work, put in the work, and I'm determined to hit like as to like reach as many people as possible, to like hit as many subscribers as possible. And my target for the year 2025 is to hit more than 500 videos on this channel. As I'm saying, I need to hit 500 videos on this channel. In my mind, it's registering that. Why? Because I'm considerate, because I'm consistent, because I have content, because I'm better, because I'm good, because I'm amazing, because I have content, because I'm going to get gear for it. Like, it's just it's you know like it's just a simple process, but works wonders. And especially when you're in that moment of doubt, take that technique with you to bed. Now you're about to climb your bed, and you know the things that you're about to say that, and you're going to find that you will find sleep faster. And even if you're like alone, if you're alone, better. If you're with your partner, even better, because you can actually influence them into saying the affirmations together. They don't have to like do it like this, because I know if you're a couple, there's a lot of activity that you do when you go to bed, but you can have it in your mind. If you're like if you're a man and you want your woman to like be with you like in the whole process of saying all these affirmations, you can teach her in the direction of resetting her mind. It's not controlling, rather it's resetting her mind for the better, telling her to focus on the positivity rather than the negativity, because the negativity never goes anywhere. Believe me, been there, done that. And I was about to tell you that, you see, like with the situation of focusing on the things that matter and not focusing on things that don't matter. Here's how I learned that. In every situation, in like we have like the right and the left side, the good and the bad. Now, let's say for something like advantages, disadvantages. Let's say you want to let's say you let's say you have this water, right? You know the benefits of drinking water, and you know the I don't know if there are any other things like that, like if there's a downside to like drinking water. Or maybe let's say this bottle, let's use like a different example. Let's say this bottle is for drinking water, but it's broken, and you have like a minute to take your water and go to work. You only have a minute with this bottle. In the past, I'd be more focused on getting the water, but then my attention would be drawn to the fact that it does not work. And so I would focus on why is it not working. I would put my focus on why it's not working, and I would want to like sort of fix that. But I only have 1 minute, so meaning I don't have time and I'm wasting my precious time. So when I met this person, they were like they didn't have to tell me, but they always focused on the things that mattered. You only have one minute to take your water or fix the bottle. So they like from my observation, they would do the things that mattered, or maybe like have discussions that mattered, and leave out every other thing. Because at the end of the day, with this bottle, drinking water for a minute is going to finish it, is going to finish the water in the bottle, and my thirst is going to be quenched. But fixing this bottle, I'd have to like look for a professional of fixing bottles. Or maybe I just have to like go on looking for tools to do that. And it will take more than a minute, meaning that I'll have lost opportunities. Or maybe I'll have to be like troubled. And so from this person, I learned to like sort of focus on the positives more than the negatives. And also he and also like there was also like another lady as well. Let's just say they taught me, like it's just a matter of like observing what they were doing. They taught me to like stay unbothered, just completely unbothered. And I've been in a situation where I met someone that was so unbothered to an extent I thought this person was selfish or they did not have feelings. Now I understand why. Because when you stay unbothered, you're more likely to get stressed by useless things. You're more likely to focus on yourself. So the point here is focus on yourself and stay unbothered. And the more that you focus on yourself and you stay unbothered, it's going to reduce your chances of being attached to other people. Because attachment is something that most people suffer from, especially when it comes to like family and friends, I included. I'm going to do like a whole video about attachment. Watch out for it, like attachment styles and how to like go about everything. I'm going to do a video on the same. Now, when you get like attached to other people, it sort of means that you don't have like your own life, and that is something that's not good for a lady. Because attachment is what leads to like all these cases of I don't know, you did something to yourself, or maybe you thought that someone wasted your time. And oh my god, don't even get me started on the whole challenge of I did not kill him. If you've come across that challenge, you must have noticed like, well, it came as a result of a femicide case in South Africa. And I do understand why women would feel the need to like come up and say the things that their men did, or rather their partners did, but they did not end up killing them. I totally do understand why women would feel the need to do that. And that's why I like when I learned like how to like detach yourself from people, I learned that, you see, like let me just say this. There's this thing that women do, I included. I used to do that. I haven't done that because I'm not in a relationship at the moment, but God willing, I'm going to be in one later that will lead to marriage, and probably have my partner on the channel, do some stuff together. But I used to be this kind of a person that when I got into a relationship, this person would be like my God, and I would give up my life in order to support them. And if there's anything that I've learned from the I did not kill him challenge, is the fact that these women were fully committed to these men, and they were submissive to these men. And most of the times you find that women, they sort of put their lives on hold to support a man, or even if their life is ongoing, they still are supporting the man because he's the head of the family, and they want the man to be better and to do better. And at the end of the day, you just have to realize that men are also human beings, the same way women are human beings. And it's unfortunate, but most cases of broken marriages, or even like femicide, or even GBV, are as a result of men doing something that hurt their women. To an extent, they ended up doing something that was not pleasant, or maybe like led to like these things. However, I'm not God, and I'm this kind of a person that would love to hear the two sides of the story. There are these women on the "I did not kill him" challenge, and I can see they really are hurting. Some of them even speak, and they have tears in their eyes. They shed tears in front of camera, and that is a hurting woman, because it's as if they had been waiting for a challenge that resonates with them. And seeing these women pouring out their heart, crying out, and speaking about their life experiences just hurts me even more, because I know, in as much as there are two sides of the story, I'm a lady and I've been through most of these things. Oh my god. Is this like the moment I say I digress? Like it's already too much. Like I've already said too much. No. We were on the budget of oh my god, of Christmas. Now, let's just get to the point. I don't know. Oh my god. It's as if my phone is about to go off, because I don't know, like it minimized the brightness on the screen, and that's a sign that it's less than 5%. So I don't have much to say. I don't have like so much time after all. So um I did my calculations, and I thought to myself, I don't have money to go to like up country and do all those things with family and friends. However, I would love to, but I don't have the money yet. And so I said to myself, you might as well eat ugali and omena for Christmas tomorrow. Why? Because I have ugali and I have omena. I know that's I know it's oh my god. For starters, I'm a big fan of omena, and I love but I'm not really like a big fan of ugali. But if that's what's available for Christmas, that's what I'm going to eat. All thanks to His Excellency Kasongo Rural. All thanks to him, and all these crazy taxes that he's imposing on almost everything, especially on food. If you're watching this and you're not Kenyan, let me just tell you, like, the cost of food in this country is greater than the cost of rent. I stay in a small house. I stay in a very small house. But if I'm to take into consideration how much money I would be spending if I had it on food, it would be more than my rent. And this just doesn't apply to me. It sort of applies like it cuts across. So I'm alone and I'm complaining about food and things like that. And I keep asking myself, how about people that actually have families? How about people that are feeding like more than 6 children? And I mean, like, children can eat. Children eat a lot of food. Like these are people that continue eating, and if you do not tell them to stop, they'll continue eating till morning. And oh my god, so I said to myself, okay, I don't have money. I don't have like money to travel, but you see, like how they say, if you have nothing to do, do what you know what to do. The reason I'm shooting this content is because I cannot just sit and cry myself to sleep. I'm going to get stressed and it's going to eat me up, and I cannot afford to do that. That is why I'm doing videos back to back. And I hope they're going to be helpful to you. You're going to be enlightened. You're going to be excited every time you see me. And as soon as I get like gear to like do these with like better sound, better lighting, better backgrounds, you are going to be in for good treats. Now, I just remembered a story, and I just remembered like a story, and you see, like the things that I'm doing right now are sort of the things that I thought were nightmares to me, or rather, the things that I thought were too below my level, like way below my level for me to do. Like the other day, I was considering like getting. So so what happened is I was just oh wow, why am I stammering? So I got a call, and so I had to like hang up. Not really hang up. I had to, well, like the video was automatically cut short, and so I had to like receive the call first, and then yeah, now I'm continuing with the video. So I was just saying that the other day I was I was looking at the cost of refilling 6 kg gas, and that really shocked me because, wait, let me tell you, the cost of refilling a 6 kg gas currently in Kenya is about 1200. There are some vendors that deliver at a lower cost, but the cost of refilling that is 1200. I've heard of some that do like 1050, or maybe like a wholesale price of, I don't know, 990, but who are these people? I don't know them. And every time, have you ever like met people who tell you that I know somewhere cheaper, but then they never like take you there? So that always pisses me off. Cause why? So the other day I was like, okay, every other month, like I was like, it's as if I have to like refill my gas every other month. And when I take a look at how many times I cook in a day and how much gas I consume, it doesn't make sense for me to be refilling it every other month. There was a time that a 6 kg gas I used to refill it at 650 during the time that Uhuru Kenyatta was president, and I used to refill it at 650, at most 750. And this is not the wholesale price that is so that I can go and retail it. No, this was at the retailers. This was the retailing price, and so we jumped from 650 to 1200. Actually, there was a time it was 1500 to refill gas. That was insane. It's equivalent to, it's about 2000, which was the equivalent price of that empty gas cylinder in 2020. And so I thought to myself, okay, the cost of food is definitely crazy. The cost of refilling gas is crazier. And then I thought to myself, okay, what if I considered like other means of cooking? And these are things that I would never, like, these are things that I had never thought of, and I would never a few years ago. But in 2024, I'm considering them. And that's when I knew something was wrong. That's when I knew, like, something is not going right. Because tell me why I was even like considering like getting like, like one of those jikos, the ones that you use charcoal on, or maybe there's some jikos that they go for like 1500, and they consume very little charcoal. Even like four pieces of charcoal, they can consume that much, and they're like energy savers. So I was taking into consideration that. To an extent, I also like went to consider like there's this company called M-Gas, and I thought to myself, okay, the cost of refilling my 6 kg gas is 1200. But there's this other gas where they give you like a whole 13 kg gas cylinder, and then they bring you like you can as well choose to use like their burner, which you pay 35 shillings every Monday. And then for the gas, you use it as token. How much you recharge is how much you're going to pay. And I thought to myself, this goes for 550, and since I'm just one person in this house, it means that maybe every month I could be using 500. And I thought to myself, this is not a bad idea after all. And so that's when I knew that things are getting worse every day, every day, every day. And it's not because I'm not looking for work. No, I'm literally like hands on. Like, if you find me on the laptop, if you find me like asking friends for, do you know of an opportunity here? Do you know of this and this? I'm hands on the job hunting. And I have like skills that can can enable me to be viable on the job market. But there are practically no jobs. For heaven's sake, I've even like tried selling electronics online. Where did that lead me? Some are dead stock. Like, you're trying left, right, and center, and things are not working. So it got to a point I thought, okay, is it that I'm not doing something right? Only to realize that I wasn't the only one. So I don't even know what to say. Like, at this point, I'm just I'm just I'm just there. However, ushisikia like uko too. I'm just there. So anyway, I'm so happy to like have recorded this video today, because I know you are going to like enjoy it. You're going to like love it. And I've been your girl, beautiful Gladys Nyambura. You are unscripted and I am unscripted. Merry Christmas. Bye.